But one thing is talking about location. What
Yeah.
matters is, you location in regards to how far from a fire department you are, how far from fire
Hmm.
hydrants you are.
Okay.
So every home you can put an address in, every insurance company can put an address in, and each location has a fire rating.
Hmm.
So some homes have a higher fire rating. Like if you're in the middle of Charlotte, you've got a great fire rating because you're just going to have access to all the fire departments that are around there, and those fire departments have a lot of resources, right? And there's
Yeah.
going to be fire hydrants close by. Whereas someone up in the mountains of, Western North Carolina, there may not be a fire department for 10 or 12, 15 miles or something like that. And there's not
Yeah.
going to be any fire hydrants. So their fire rating is going to be much higher, which in turn makes their insurance much higher due to that, because the way they look at it is they rate those fire departments based off of,
Hmm.
how can they stop damage to the house quicker than another fire department that's maybe not as has as many resources or something. So
Yeah. Yeah.
that makes a big difference.
That makes a huge difference. I was just thinking about like all the unique homes across the country. Some of them I've stayed at. I can imagine that the insurance is so much more
Yeah.
expensive. Like, so if you're in the middle of like the desert,
Hmm.
out in Arizona or Nevada, I mean, you may not have a fire department for 50 miles or 100
Right.
miles. So I
Yep.
can imagine. I mean, that insurance would probably be a lot higher.
I'm sure. And then,
Uh,
like insurance in Florida,
yeah.
just where they're in the year. So that's kind of another location that we haven't really mentioned. We mentioned
Yeah.
flooding and fire risk, but like hurricanes,
Hurricanes.
the
Yeah.
coast, everyone's home here in North Carolina that's down at the coast is most people have to carry multiple policies
Yeah.
to cover everything that they want. Sometimes two or three different policies to cover all the risks that they have versus we don't really have here. And so you pay much higher insurance rates there.